Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roots of War. Your first contest is a Berserker Battleground for Surtr's Flame. Introducing first, the Wielder. From parts unknown, standing at 6'8", weighing 300 pounds, the Darkbringer, Kas Karon.
Right, everyone, welcome to Roots of War, our third pay-per-view premium live event Twitch YouTube special. We have a huge, long show for you tonight, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Our first match, Kas Karon versus Blake for Surtr's Flame. Now, I'm Kraith. Usually I have a partner, Chris, here next to me, but unfortunately he's finally facing the consequences of his actions, and it'll be just me tonight. So, Kas Karon and Blake have had a couple of run-ins the last couple weeks. Blake, right off his victory against Heracles at Clash of Fate, dubbed himself the Giant Killer. He called out Cassius, he called out Kas, he called out Tug, he wanted all the artifacts. Well, one artifact came to him. Kas Karon took umbrage with Blake's ego, with his confidence, and laid Blake out, and we haven't seen him for a couple weeks until last week.
And the challenger from Lexington, Kentucky, standing at 5'8", weighing in at 226 pounds. He is the unpredictable. He is the giant slayer. He is 12-Bolt Blake.
Of course, we're seeing him now. So, Kas bashed Surtr's Flame off of Blake's head, and after his hellacious match with Heracles, Blake was not cleared to compete. Now, last week on the Go Home Show, episode 17, go check it out. It's available live for free. Not live, but you know what I mean. Blake had the opportunity to cement himself as a giant killer as he fought the man that Kas won Surtr's Flame against, Fear. Now, it was a long match. Fear is never an easy option, but Blake was able to come out with the win and maybe a little bit of momentum heading into this. Where on the other hand, Kas Karon hasn't wrestled since Clash of War, so normally I'd say maybe Kas is a little rusty, but I don't think that man gets ring rust. So regardless, it's going to be a hell of a match tonight. This is a Berserker's Battleground match. No DQ, no countouts, and some specialized weapons underneath the ring that you wouldn't normally see in an Extreme Rules match. So it's definitely going to be one to look out for. Kas Karon obviously has the size, the power advantage, probably the aggression advantage too, but there's a reason that we call Blake unpredictable. He will pull out moves you've never seen before. He has tactics that are unorthodox to say the least, and I think in this kind of environment, Blake will thrive. Unfortunately, we know that Kas Karon thrives in this kind of environment, so who's going to win? I have no idea. All I know is it's going to be a proverbial slobber knocker. There it is, folks. Surtr's Flame. Only held by Kas Karon so far. Blake looking ready. He wants his revenge, and of course, Kas Karon is looking scary, ominous even. I think since Mordecai was banished from this realm, Kas Karon has taken his place as the Harbinger, the Darkbringer. And tonight, Kas is just going to look to inflict pain on his opponent. He wants to make Blake pay for his overconfidence. He says, "How dare you call out two other men when I am standing right here in front of you?" And there's the bell. Kas and Blake both sprinting out of their corners, but Kas able to take the early advantage and the early pinfall after one running lariat. Blake, of course, picking out not even a 1 count. Ooh, and Blake responding with a big springboard forearm. There was no way Blake was going to get pinned there. This man survived 12 bolts of Zeus. Kas is just doing that to piss him off. Like, again, just knock him down a peg. But Blake using that as fuel. That's a big chicken wing suplex with the bridge. And Kas also kicking out. Not even a 1 count. These two have never faced off in the ring before. Only in sneak attacks and whatnot. So we're going to see a bit of a feeling out process. And Blake definitely felt that fall-away slam as Kas backs him into a corner. And that's going to be Kas's game plan for this entire... Oh, pinfall attempt? No, still too early. That's just going to make Blake mad. But like I was saying, that's going to be Kas's game plan this entire time. Keep Blake grounded, keep him in the corner, keep him on the ground, and just pummel him over and over and over again so he can't pull out that unpredictability. But Blake surprisingly forcing Kas in the opposite corner, but Kas makes him pay for it with a big kick to the stomach. And yeah, now Kas just overpowering him, of course. This man is over 6 foot, almost 7 foot of just pure muscle. Kas pulling out some surprising technical holds too. Good arm bar, or I'm sorry, good arm ringer, wrenching the shoulder out of Blake. And Blake's going to have to get out of this quickly because a lot of his... Oh, there he goes. Making the big man hit his shoulder. Oh, tried for that big moonsault he loves so much, but Kas just a little bit out of the way. But Blake just not deterred to taking it right to Kas. And while Kas has to rely on putting Blake down and keeping him down with a big power bomb. I was going to say sit out, but down to his knees. Blake's got to use that speed and agility. And a big pounce to the outside is not going to help his cause at all. And Kas, the first one to introduce some hardware. Blake getting right to his feet just to be met with three overhead smashes with that big sledgehammer. See the sparks flying off of it too. That's one of those special weapons we were talking about. Don't ask how much it costs in the budget. I don't want to talk about it. Kas just in, well, he was in firm control, but Blake trying to do it. Both of them stopping each other before they're able to hit the steps, but Blake getting the overhead advantage with a nice double drop kick, and now Blake has the hammer. Going medieval on his ass. I didn't know Blake was a blacksmith, but here we go, watching him hammer some iron. Remember, folks, there are no countouts, but this is not a false count anywhere match. Blake has to finish this in the ring, or Kas, but it's not a bad idea to keep your opponent out there. It's going to hurt, especially with that hardwood floor. No padding today. Nothing at all. Blake just taking him. Fez press, punch after punch. Blake is on a roll. We don't often see Kas carrying on the back foot like this, but Blake's been able to do it so far. Now he's up to the top. Oh, a diving knee straight to the back of Kas's head. I'm not sure if Kas is actually a living being or just an embodiment of darkness, but for anyone else, that would be sure to give you a concussion. And now we have a, what is that, barbed wire baseball bat? Kas able to get out of the way and dodge it, but just met with another drop kick. That's that speed advantage. Now Blake has the hardware. There you go. Looking for a home run derby on Kas, who takes a little bit of punishment before able to roll to his feet. And now we're going back into the ring. Blake is waiting for it. Oh, he's turning around. Fallen sword. This could be it. Blake into the cover. Is this it? 1, 2. Oh, wow, a deep 2 count. Deep waters that we usually don't see Kas in at all, but watch how that started. Boom, that big double drop kick set Kas ass over head, rolling across the floor, and then Blake was able to get the high ground, and Kas is paying for it. Oh, he went for that 6th seal. Blake saw it coming. Maybe Blake did some scouting in his 6 weeks off. That could have been a knockout blow if Kas was able to get through with it, but no avail yet. Oh my god, the strength! The strength you need to do a belly-to-back, send it a German! The over 300-pound Kas. That is... Oh, he's following it up. Third big suplex. Kas is reeling. Kas needs to get back into this, or this could all be Blake. Oh my god, another... Oh, he's going for it again. He got one. Look at that. He kept the wrist lock. He's got it. That's two. And then a big third. Nobody has manhandled the champion like this ever. Not even the other giant, Fear. And I think that's just making Kas angry. Trying to fight back now. Has Blake staggered. Oh, but Blake just right on it. Kas is taking 80% of the damage, and Blake is taking... Oh, wait, we've seen this before. Taking him on for a little dance. He wrapped him up. Little kiss goodnight for the sacrifice. Tribute. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I held my breath. I thought Blake had it there. Kas has taken a fallen sword and a tribute, and he's still not done. Blake with the light tube. Kas dodging it. Kas has the tube. Oh my god, folks, grab your mask. There's mercury everywhere. Drown with me. Oh, and another late 2 count. That was close. That was as close as you can get. And Kas smells blood in the water. He wants the kill. But Blake has a little bit of life left in him, fighting back. Wanted that fallen sword, but Kas had it scouted that time, elbowing his way out of it. The biggest choke slam you'll see tonight, sending Blake straight to hell. Could have went for a cover there, but instead Kas wants to inflict more pain and more punishment, and folks, here goes our thumbtack budget. Blake might be out, but Kas wants the exclamation point. Oh, I think he wanted a submission hold, but Blake knew the danger was coming. His spidey senses were activated, and a belly to back onto the tacks, but he's not done. Number 2 onto the tacks, both of them. Oh, turn him around. And a third. I think Blake got more of the attacks than that last one, but Kas went into them 3 separate times. Blake with the go behind it. Man, it's just... Talk about a suplex machine. I don't think Kas has ever been just powered out like this, and I think that's smart. Talk about unpredictable. If you had to guess Blake's game plan before going into this match, I guarantee you would have not have guessed taking Kas to Suplex City. Ain't no way. Oh, we got blood. Kas is busted open, and Blake wants... He wants a piece of it. Repeated headbutts to the open wound, and now a... Oh my god, a springboard coast to coast. Pinfall on top of the tacks. Oh my god, that's it. New champion. New champion. Blake has the Surtr's Flame. And what an impressive showing. I've never seen anybody take it to Kas like that before. Watch some of this again. That big black hole slam. Now, I can't believe Blake kicked out of that, but maybe that's on me, because I watched that man kick out of 13 bolts of Zeus, so... Wow. And I think this was the mistake right here. I think if Kas would have followed up with a pinfall, he could have beat him, but his need for violence and destruction was just too great, and it gave Blake that small window he needed to send it home. Well, congratulations, Blake. 12-bolt, unpredictable giant killer, and now champion. Oh, wow, we got a battle royal next. And just 6 men immediately in the ring. We didn't have the runtime for all these entrances. And wow, what a field we have out here. People who haven't had the opportunity lately, or maybe just haven't had their fair shake of things. We see Satanta. We see Danny Elgin. Fear back in the ring. The Brax attack is on. Feisty Jim, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a newcomer in the red and black tights, making his PWR debut, the Russian giant, Rudik Omega. Well, an opportunity for absolutely everyone here to show out. Only bragging rights on the line, but again, when you can come out of a battle royal like this on top, your stock immediately goes up. It doesn't have to have like a stipulation attached to it. If you win, you are in a position to do almost whatever you wanted. You see Rudik fighting Satana up on the top rope, Fear battling Feisty Jim, and Brax taking a nap. Now, we haven't seen much from Rudik. We've seen nothing from Rudik, but according to my sources backstage, he is a powerful but technical powerhouse. So he's going to fit in right along with Fear. Brax taking it to Satanta. Brax maybe upset that Satana's gotten so many opportunities and hasn't been able to capitalize on any of them. Well, he hasn't been booked in quite a while, and he's trying to eliminate Satanta right now, but Satanta hanging on for the moment. Fear looking at the rest of the crowd, just in disgust, and I think Danny Elgin might be eliminated. I didn't see it, but he's not in the ring anymore. Well, we're down to 5 then, folks. Feisty Jim just taking it to Fear with the Mikinochu driver. Not the classic big man setup I would have expected, but Feisty Jim wants all of it. Tana helping him out, but that lariat is bouncing off of the devil himself. And Brax found a new target in Rudik, trying to keep him down. I don't know how smart this is in the middle of a battle royal, leaving yourself exposed like this, but I'm not the one in the ring, so... Thought we were going to see Satana and Feisty Jim work together, but Satana says he wants to do it by himself. I lied. Feisty Jim's come back to help. Maybe Satana realized just how big Fear is. Oh, and Brax almost eliminated on the opposite side of the ring, but able to dodge Rudik's lariat, get out of danger, just like Fear just did. Oh, but now Fear has Satanta. Payback's fair game. Oh, and Rudik's in to help. Oh my god, the two monster of men eliminate Satanta together, and Fear immediately coming back with the black hole slam. But Rudik's up. Rudik's up. Now it's Rudik's turn. Sidewalk slam. Brax and Feisty Jim are fighting in the corner. Brax! Oh my god. Brax is definitely the smallest dog in this fight. I think his head just got knocked off with that lariat, but it's impressive he got Feisty Jim up regardless. Brax reversing the Irish whip, but just unwisely going after Jim, and Rudik is right back in now. I lied. Rudik's right back outside. He's skinned the cat, though, and again, Jim plays accidental savior by just going after anybody in the ring. And folks, I think that's what happens when you drink too much, but big running boot to Brax. Rudik Omega in the other corner, and Fear wants himself another elimination. I would say a second, but I'm not sure who eliminated Danny because he was out so quick, and Fear gets it. We're down to just 3. Fear, Feisty Jim, and Brax. Feisty Jim just laid out Fear. Like, I don't think anybody expected Feisty Jim to have the success he's had so far, but he is absolutely fearless, and that's what happens when you just keep pouring down liquid courage. You know, I would describe Brax as a pit bull. It doesn't matter how big his opponent... Oh my god, the clothesline from hell. Sorry. Brax will take the fight to anybody at any time, but you have to worry about his significant disadvantage against the other two in the ring. I think it's smart that he's laying in wait. Try to go after Feisty Jim, but Feisty Jim just, honestly, just too quick. Oh, wait, we have a double team. A double backbreaker. Ouch. I Fear taking umbrage against that. I don't think Fear likes his allies. He seems to have a penchant for attacking someone who just helped him. And another elimination by Fear. Almost all of them by Fear, besides the questionable Danny Elgin, but he runs right into Feisty Jim's bear hug. This could break a normal man's ribs, but Fear is not a mortal man. Two big, meaty men slapping meat, but Fear is the meatiest. And a giant military press. Bye, Brax. Feisty Jim coming up short in that Yggdrasil Grand Prix tournament, but honestly impressing everybody who was able to watch him. And if he can pull out the win against Fear here tonight, well, goddamn. Betting lines would be going crazy, and he's doing it. Fear reverses the Irish whip, though. Drop down right into a big boot straight to the mat. Feisty Jim might be out on his feet, which is not an unfamiliar concept to him. Now it's Jim's turn. He thought about it. Maybe taking a second to catch his breath, which is smart. Feisty Jim's taking a lot of punishment. He's attacked and been attacked by everybody in this match. Oh my god, what in the world was that? Whatever it was, he busted open Fear. A rolling leg takedown or something, and now Feisty Jim's doing it. He has Fear up. Do it, Feisty Jim. Do it for the crowd. Do it for the people. Do it for yourself. I'll buy you a drink. Oh, Fear has that hand planted, though, giving him a base. Oh, he's able to fight out of it with a big elbow and then a bigger punch. Folks, you know I always root for an underdog, but oh my god. I was trying to eliminate Jim there, but Jim raring out of the corner. Come on, son, you can do it. Oh my god, a leapfrog by the big man. Oh, but Fear able to get around him in a clothesline, sending Jim straight to hell. And a quick trip over the ropes. Good night, kid. Thanks for coming. Fear is victorious in our 6-man battle royal. You know, it's gotta feel good. Fear has been winless in PWR for months now. I think he's won a match since week 7, week 6. It's been a long time. But now the devil himself is finally back in the win column.
Your next contest is for Baldr's Light and will take place under light rules. Introducing first the champion from the Holy Roman Empire, the last gladiator, Cassius Drakon.
Now, folks, it's an interesting story on how we got to this match. Cassius styles himself as a fighting champion, and right after defeating Kari at Clash of Fate, he held a series of open challenges where if you could beat him, then he would give you a shot at the sacred artifact. He ran through a couple people, and then Blake was set to answer the open challenge before Cass, again, upset that he was going after multiple artifacts, took Blake out with Surtr's Flame, felt the head, beat the hell out of him. Blake couldn't answer the open challenge anymore. Grendel, Cassius' longtime enemy, takes Blake's spot in the match and beats Cassius with his own move, the Fall of Rome. Thus earning him this Sacred Artifact title shot.
And the challenger from the Isle of Manhattan. They call him the Devil by the Deed, Grendel.
Now, Grendel has been a thorn in Cassius's side ever since they both debuted. This will be their third singles match in total. The first one, Grendel won. The second one, Cassius won. They had a triple threat match for the number one contendership to Baldr's Light while Kari still held it. That was Cassius, Estrella, and Grendel. Cassius and Estrella took out Grendel first, and then Cassius was ultimately able to overcome the Acolyte of Aphrodite, leading to his title shot and subsequent win against Kari. And then, as I mentioned earlier, Grendel came back, ambushed, won this shot at the Sacred Artifact tonight. And these two have been linked their entire careers, and every single match that they had has been a banger. So expect another one here tonight. The thing about these two, though, is they know each other so well. That's how Grendel was able to beat Cassius with the Fall of Rome, because Cassius wasn't going to expect it at all. And the Last Gladiator really took exception to that. He feels it was disrespectful, that it was evil. And Grendel says, well, yeah, the Devil by the Deed, what'd you expect? So hopefully tonight, after their trilogy match, no matter what direction this goes, we will finally have some answers, finally have some closure. And folks, if this is your first time watching a light rules match and you're unfamiliar with how this goes, let me break it down for you. It's really simple. This match has a 15-minute time limit. If the timer hits 0 and there hasn't been a winner, then Cassius Drakon will retain. You may not exit the ring, so there's no weapons. There's no disqualifications, there's no countouts, because you cannot physically exit the ring. Additionally, this match is contested under 2 out of 3 falls, so you must beat your opponent twice in order for the match to end. Now here's the sticky part. If Grendel goes up 1-0 against Cassius, and the timer still runs out, Cassius indeed will retain. This isn't an Iron Man match. This isn't whoever has as many points at the end. It's who gets the job done. Cassius, right out of the gate, he is pissed off for that fake out lariat, taking Grendel down and just absolutely beating the hell out of him. Cassius is pissed, folks. And honestly, I'd be pretty pissed too if somebody beat me with my own finishing move. So we'll see if this aggression serves him here tonight, and it sure looks like it after that Kamego at our first pinfall attempt. Grendel kicking out at 1 3/4. Now, Cassius obviously is built like a brick shithouse. He is full on power. He might not be the tallest guy, but he has 0% body fat. He will throw you to the mat, and he will break every bone in your body. And just like that, we see Grendel loves to fly, but that time Cassius was just much too out of his range. Oh, we have blood early. Cassius is taking it all out on Grendel with that giant punch. We have blood seeping out of Grendel's mask, but Grendel coming back with that reverse atomic drop into a clothesline. One of the discus forearm, but Cassius just absolutely... Folks, I couldn't even call this a wrestling match, really. This is more like beatdown. This is like a mugging. Well, we've seen this before, though. Grendel with a nice fisherman suplex, dropping Cassius right on the back of his head. Oh, armbar. Armbar early. If Cassius taps here, Grendel could take the advantage. Just a minute and a half into this match, but a good head scissors escape by the defending champ. Cassius was bobbing and weaving, but like I said, they just know each other too well, and Grendel was waiting for it, but a different combination this time. Grendel is back down to the mat. See, folks, when you're bleeding and you're wearing a mask like that, it really hinders your ability to see. Normally the blood would drip down and you could like wipe it away, but right now all that blood... Wait, pinfall? Pinfall attempt? Only 2. Right now, that blood is soaking the inside of Grendel's mask. He can't get in there and wipe it out. It's congealing on his skin. That mask's going to be sticking to him after the match. It's really going to hurt the rest of his performance here tonight. But it didn't hurt that powerbomb he just gave Cassius, that's for sure. Oh, but Cassius getting that discus lariat he wanted, and this could be the first fall. It could not be. We are just short of 3 minutes into this match. That is 20% of the time allotted already expiring, and now they are just duking it out in the center of the ring. Chop for chop, punch for punch. It is the ego of these men that will not let them back down from the other. The ego, the pride, the resentment, all bubbling out here tonight at Roots of War. And Cassius getting the better with that big discus lariat. You see the torque he gets? And now just slapping the shit out of Grendel. There he is, folks. I was going to say Greek god, but that's the wrong designation. Like a Roman statue. Now Cassius just wants this. Oh. Looks like he was going for the single leg, wanted the fall of Rome, but again, Grendel just knows him too well. Counters with a belly to back and a bridge. Only for one. Cassius letting his anger fuel him, pushing him to new heights that we don't normally see, but Grendel says, fine, punch me. I'm going to dump you on the back of your head. Now, both men down, both struggling to get to their feet, but Grendel actually surprisingly up first, and now Grendel's calling for it. Throwing Cassius in the ropes, gathering momentum, flying across the ring. It looks like I need the sternum right there, and just wiping his boots on Cassius's face like a welcome mat. Oh, but the elbow drop misses with a little bit too much time, and Cassius right back, leaping lariat. Folks, keeping an eye on that timer. 1/3 of the match is almost expired. No pinfalls yet. Grendel with everything, plus the kitchen sink. Looks like Cassius wanted to roll the outside, but remembered he couldn't, or maybe just playing possum. Yes, we are over 5 minutes into this match now. I think Cassius wanted the crown breaker, but Grendel battling out with a chop block. Now just taking it to Cassius. Oh, but I think he fired Cassius up. I think that might come back to bite Grendel in his mask. Oh, and another lariat. We usually see him go for the crown breaker in that position, but like I said, he knows Grendel's expecting it. We have a cover attempt. Only 2. Folks, no pinfalls left yet. We are about 37% of the way through this match. Stupid, sexy Cassius. Oh, the Spartan kick. This is Sparta. This is Cassius Drakon. We see our first fall finally. No, we don't. Grendel kicking out at 2. These wrestlers fighting like it's one fall to a finish. Cassius waiting. Cassius stalking. Oh, and we see it, fall of Rome. That's how Grendel beat Cassius. That's the finisher he always looks for, the one that won him Baldr's Light in the first place. And we have our first pinfall. 8.5 minutes left on the clock. Another leaping clothesline by Cassius, and he wants it again. Can he do it? Is this it? Rome falls twice. 1, 2. Cassius is still your Baldr's Light wielder. What a match. What a match. We didn't have any falls for the first 6 minutes. And then Cassius with back-to-back fall of Rome's, really paying Grendel back for that disrespect 4 weeks ago. And folks, he is still your champion.
Your next contest is a ladder match and is for the Blades of the Aesir. Introducing first at a combined 430 pounds from Asgard itself, Rorik Lucian, the Twin Blades.
Well, folks, we have 4 Sacred Artifact matches tonight, and this is number 3, the brand new titles, the Blades of the Aesir. 6 weeks ago, the Allfather laid it out for everyone that there was 1 Sacred Artifact remaining, but it would not be revealed until there were enough teams that proved themselves worthy of competing for it, and we are finally there here tonight. The Twin Blades were the very, very first tag teams ever introduced in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok, wrestling as singles competitors for the first 6 weeks or so before other tag teams emerged. They are Odin's chosen ones, the warriors and the measuring stick, or the bar, if you so choose.
Introducing next, weighing in a combined 504 pounds, Connor Dunn, Joseph Fry, the Wild Animal.
Now, the Wild Animals are an interesting case. They actually debuted staring down the Twin Blades. We had our first tag team contest ever, the Twin Blades versus the Aztecs, which you will see coming up next. And after the end of that match, the Wild Animals made themselves known. The Wild Animals then, of course, went on to wrestle the Twin Blades, and then at Clash of Fate in a triple threat tag team match.
And their opponent, from Mexico City, AJ Jindrak Hernandez, the Aztecs.
Now, these are the ones I was talking about. They hit the scene second, falling to the Twin Blades in tag team contest. They were scheduled to wrestle the Wild Animals, but the Twin Blades interfered, beating down both teams, which led to that triple threat tag match in Clash of Fates, which the Twin Blades were able to sneak out a win with. The Aztecs are a huge combination of power and agility, and though they haven't won much in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok, they always show up and show out.
And their opponents, rising from the depths of Hades, Nona, Thema, the Fates.
Let me talk to you guys. The Fates, they are beautiful, but they are dangerous, and they are the biggest wild card in this tag team match. They've only recently hit the scene, debuting to assist Atropos in a match against our Eye of the Allfather wielder, Tug Moocow. Now, the interesting thing is, we have not seen these two in traditional 2-on-2 tag team action. We've seen Decima wrestle by herself in a fatal 4-way. We saw both of them with Atropos beat Tug Moocow and the Twin Blades, but these two as a unit, we have not seen. So, I have no idea if they have the experience, but they have been chosen here tonight, and their message is clear. They want the Blades of the Aesir, they want the Eye of the Allfather, and they want to bring on the darkness that Mordecai could not. If Nona and Decima are successful today, and Atropos is successful later in the night, I fear for what could become of Pro Wrestling Ragnarok. But there is the prize. The only way to become the Aesir Blades champion is to climb the ladder and grab the belt. And folks, I'm going to do my best to call the action, but there are 8 legal bodies in the ring, and there's going to be so much going on. So bear with me. So the story here is the Twin Blades hate the Fates because of what they did to Tug Moocow. And the Wild Animals and the Aztecs both hate the Twin Blades because they've never been able to beat them in regular competition. So everybody is going to be gunning for Rorik and Lucian. But the Aztecs and the Wild Animals are not strangers to each other. In fact, the Aztecs blamed the Wild Animals for losing that triple threat because it was Connor Dunn who fell to Rorik. So all animosity here tonight, and we're going to see it on absolutely full display. We have a chair in the ring and one in Lucian's hand. Looks like Joseph Fry has a kendo stick back there. It is going to be a car crash. In fact, I'd say that it already is. Connor Dunn just absolutely taking it to Nona on the outside. Now Connor Dunn and Decimo were a part of that solo Fatal 4-Way a couple weeks ago, but that actually ended with Jindrak hitting Connor Dunn while Decima and Rorik were too busy fighting each other on the outside. So just like an onion, this match has a lot of layers to it. And this is not a TLC match, but we have tables, we have chairs, and oh, we definitely have ladders. Decima setting up a bridge on the outside, and Connor Dunn throwing her right into it. Not sure where Lucian is going, but Jindrak is alone in the ring. I lied, Connor Dunn is there, but Jindrak is there to meet him. It looks like Decima and JJ. Oh, we're playing Limbo on the outside, but Joseph Fry comes to knock it down, and adios mio. Oh, JJ was trying to fly into Connor Dunn, but his tag team partner was in the way, and Nona takes advantage with a big chop block. What in the world is Lucian doing out there? The world may never know. We're left to just JJ and Nona on the inside of the ring now. Nona fighting out. Decimo running up the ramp to meet Lucian, while Nona just absolutely goes to town. The Fates look to be in pretty good control here. Decimo trying to drag Lucian back into the action, and there he is. He's finally back. God knows what he was doing out there. Oh, Decimo wisely picking her spot with that super kick, waiting for the bigger men to strike each other down, and Jindrak is not going to take that very lightly. Ooh, repeated shoulder thrust. That's going to really hinder her ability to climb. Jindrak just wants all the smoke, going after Joseph, going after Lucian, going after Decimo. Oh, but the Fates and the Twin Blades, like I said, they do not like each other, and she just hit that big face buster on the ass end of a table. Good God, I'd roll out of the ring too. A wheelbarrow stunner stuns JJ and could get right at Joseph, but Joseph able to dodge. Joseph's up, but countered by Lucian. Finally, we see a ladder going up. Folks, buckle up. This match could literally last all night. Oh, a big suplex on the ladder, but Nona's up. She wants the belt. Oh, it looks like Jindrak just knocked it down, but gets a sling blade onto the ladder for his troubles. The Fates are in firm control of this match, and these teams might have to band together to do something about that. Not sure what Connor Dunn is thinking here, but if it's just for a breather, you know, that is a very smart move in a match like this. You got to pick your spot, climb that ladder when everybody else is down. Joseph Fry battling it out with Nona still, but the Fates able to clear the ring. Nona has a clear path, but now Lucian's up. Superman punch. Folks, he's alone. He's the only one standing in this ring. He is setting it up. One more look at Decima. His path is clear, though. He's reaching for it. Can he get it? Everyone's busy fighting each other, but no, the Fates are right on him. Lucian gets sent down. Connor gets a big spine buster. Oh, but JJ there to meet Decima, who avoids the punch with a giant. What is that? A double rotation moonsault? Good God. And now Decima grabbing a third ladder because that was absolutely necessary. Back into the ring, the bodies are piling up again, and JJ sees it, tosses Rorik to the outside, and lands on the ladder. A spinning cutter onto the chair. It's just Fry and Decima in the ring. But Decima is taking it to Fry and lays him out with that leaping heel kick. She is alone. She is standing. But she smartly saw Jindrak getting up, so didn't bother to climb. But Jindrak able to take advantage anyway. On the outside, Nona was taking apart the Twin Blades by herself until JJ interrupted her. But now it's Jindrak in the ring. Jindrak's all alone. Nope. Joseph Fry climbing up to meet him. They're going to duke it out. Oh my God. Oh, that was awful. He wanted the air raid crash from the top of the ladder. The ladder came out from underneath them, and both of them went tumbling headfirst onto the ladder. Folks, there are ladders everywhere. There are bodies everywhere. Nona just dumped on her head. There are currently 4 ladders out, 3 in the ring, 1 acting as a bridge. There's a table in there. I'm sure I saw a chair. Someone's gonna get killed. Plain and simple. What better way to crown our first Blades of the Aesir champions? Oh, but Nona up alone, except Rorik was not having that. The ring dwindling down. There's only 4 competitors. Now there's 5. Now there's 4 again. It looks like Connor Dunn's just scraping the nose, but Jindrak's alone. This is exactly how the Fatal 4-Way went. He is alone in the ring. Nona sees it. Nona's coming to stop him. He's able to get out of her grip, and he's climbing anyway while the big men battle it out on the outside. Finally has everyone's attention, and Jindrak falls 10 feet to the canvas. Well, we have both members of the Twin Blades in the ring, and just JJ going to town. They're going to have to use their tag team smarts to really put it away, but man, JJ just taking it to everybody who stands up. But Decima's coming in from behind, still fighting back. The Twin Blades are still in there together, and notice how Rorik immediately went for Decima. As soon as the Fate entered the ring, he stopped what he was doing and went after her, and Rorik is paying for it. What in the world? Oh my God, double underhook DDT onto the ladder. Good God almighty. Carnage, chaos, other C words. Folks, I'm already losing my voice, and we are only halfway through the show. We still have 3 matches to come, I think, after this. That sounds right. A big wheelbarrow DDT. Man, Nona has been everywhere. Both Fates getting taken out by gigantic moves. Their night could be over. Alright, well, there's only 2 ladders in the ring now, so clearing out a little bit as JJ introduces a kendo stick. Joseph Fry just has the ladder. And like I said, again, the Fates and the Twin Blades just going after each other. They do not care what else is going on in the ring, and Connor Dunn just going after anybody he can get his hands on. Not surprised Connor Dunn hasn't attacked his own partner. The ring is absolutely filling up with bodies again. But Nona has the ladder while everyone's occupied. She can climb it. And Joseph Fry immediately knocks the ladder over. Bodies everywhere. And not a drop to drink. That sounded better in my head before I started it. I hope there's budget left for a cough drop. Connor, Dunn, and Jindrak, the ones left standing. Decima looked like she was coming in to replace her partner, but smartly taking a breather on the outside. The Aztecs now, the only ones left standing, and here she comes. Rowing Jindrak. I think she was aiming for that ladder, but just a little off. And again, Fates and Twin Blades right on each other. Rorik sends her back first, tumbling over the ropes onto the ladder. Oh, Jesus. Just a straight punch across the mouth by Connor. Now the wild animals are colluding on the outside. And we're getting all of our ladders back. Decima wanted to stop him, but pays for it with a flying lariat. We have 4 ladders back in play, folks. Oh, just like that, there is no safe place to land, and Connor just hits 2 of them. Back and neck. Bodies are piling up so much you can't even Irish whip someone across the rope because they'll trip over a limb. Oh, it looked like Decima wanted to help her teammate up and gets a neck breaker, her head bouncing off the edge of the ladder. Decima sent back outside by, surprise, surprise, a Twin Blade. Big uppercut to Fry while Connor double underhook power bombs the giant. JJ and Nona coming in to pick up the pieces. Folks, I have no idea who's going to win this. I don't even know if anybody's going to win this. Maybe they're just going to hurt each other so much we have a 4-way draw and we have to do it all over again at the next unnamed pay-per-view PLE special episode. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. We have 5 people back in the ring, 4, and then 5 again. Nona meeting the big man on the outside. Oh my god, no way. Yeah, hammer locks. Nona, impressive godlike strength and Lucy. Oh, but wait, Decima's climbing. Decima, she's batting it around. Just too many bodies. Fates have definitely touched the championships the most, but not for any prolonged period of time. Almost everybody back in the ring now. Fry taking it to Rorik. Dunn looked like he wanted that chair shot on Decima, but she dodges it, and JJ takes the chair right out of his hands. Rorik thrown to the outside. Decima throwing Jindrak to the outside. And JJ is giving everybody a piece of these hands, and we have a... Oh my god. That's not going to help you win the match, but it's sure going to stop Lucien from climbing the ladder, and he taps. We've never seen a Twin Blade tap before. That is absolutely huge. It's just doesn't quite count in this match. Nona just giving people the business on the outside. But there is a ladder set up in prime position. Connor Dunn climbs first. JJ is there to meet him and ruin... Oh, he had a hand on it, but JJ, again, playing spoiler. 1 member from each team now standing in the ring in a team-up by the Aztecs and the Wild Animals against Rorik. Nona just sent Lucien right back out to the ring, and now the canvas is clearing. Decima flying across, hitting a springboard elbow, it looked like. We don't have enough cameramen to follow all the action. Everybody back in the ring besides Lucien, who after tapping out has not been able to get back to his feet. That was a nasty submission by Nona. But he is able to get back in, and for just a moment we had all 8 competitors back inside the ring. Notably, the Fates are the only one with 2 of their members standing. And Rorik wants to put an immediate stop to that. Cravat suplex sends Decima away. The Twin Blades just handing out ass whoopings to anybody who wants one now. We're left with Jess, Lucian, and JJ standing, fighting over a ladder, but a poison Rana on the outside nearly breaks Rolrick's neck. Decima back in, spinning heel kick, sits Lucian down. A springboard dropkick takes out Connor. She's alone. She's standing. But JJ quickly back in and gets the business end of a ladder. Fry came in to stop. Decima was able to stop him. Nona's reaching up for the titles, but Lucian's right there. Lucian pushes it over. Nona's hanging. Nona has them. Nona wins. The fates are your new and first Blades of the Aesir holders. Good God, what a match. How impressive. He was able to take the ladder out from Nona, but she had a good enough grip where she could unclip them hanging in the air. That is amazing. Though I fear for what this means for the rest of the night and for our promotion here in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok, that is a feat that we will not soon see replicated.
Your next contest is a submission match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, blasting from the Temple of Mars, one half of the Cosmic Concord, the ultimate life form, Kari.
Sorry folks, I'm a little winded after that last match, but man, is this my favorite time of the night. Well, let's go over how we got here in case you are brand new to the promotion. Kari and Estrella are sisters. They have trained together for thousands of years before coming to Pro Wrestling Ragnarok. Kari was the first holder of Baldr's Light. She wanted to find a worthy challenger, and one began to rise in Cassius. But so did Estrella's friendship with the last gladiator. That friendship continued to bud. Going into the final week before Clash of Fates, there's a triple threat match like we mentioned earlier. Cassius, Estrella, and Grendel. Using the power of friendship, they slayed Grendel first, and Cassius regrettably put Estrella down and won the #1 contendership. Kari blew up at her sister, pissed that she was in this feud, that she was even competing for the Baldr's Light contendership, pissed about her friendship with Cassius, and just degrading her sister, telling her she didn't deserve to be here. Because of that, when Cassius approached Estrella asking for her blessing against her sister at Clash of Fates, Estrella gave him it. And then Cassius went on to beat Kari, her first loss in Pro Wrestling Ragnarok ever. And in that loss, she lost her Baldr's Light sacred artifact. And since then, these two have been at each other's throats. Estrella just wants to be recognized, and Kari hates everything Estrella's done the last 6 weeks.
Introducing her opponent, sailing at you from Venus, the acolyte of Aphrodite, and the other half of the Cosmic Concord, Estrella.
But it all came to head in the Yggdrasil Grand Prix, where they were both on the sword bracket side. All Kari needed to do was get one more win, and she would have tied Joseph Val, who we'll see here shortly, for the leader of the sword bracket, and the finals would have been a triple threat. That last match against Estrella. Estrella beat Kari by countout, robbing Kari of her opportunity to advance to the finals. So here we are tonight. The two sisters are ready to duke it out, work it out in the submission match, but Estrella right out of the gate with that deep chin lock. Now, Kari's the one that challenged Estrella to the submission match specifically because she wanted to make Estrella pay for everything that she's done. She wanted Estrella to tap out and admit defeat, admit that Kari is and always has been the better competitor. Here we are tonight, submissions only. Kari battling back with a big clothesline and then a double drop kick. And then a drop kick to Estrella's back, trying to weaken her up maybe for that Dragon Slayer that we've seen so much. But both of these ladies have everything to fight for tonight. Both of them perennial upper mid-card main eventers. Neither of them in a position to compete for a sacred artifact here tonight. But you got to think a win over the other would put themselves in a fantastic position to do so. A big springboard front drop kick, driving Kari down. Estrella is a warrior, but she describes herself as more of a lover. She loves life, she loves competing, she loves training. That is what it means to be an acolyte of Aphrodite. But let's see this again real quick. Look at that beautiful athleticism going all the way around the world for a DDT. But Kari is a warrior of Ares, the herald of war. She could give a crap less about friendships, about connections, about any of that. The only thing that matters to her is the battle and the victory that comes with it. She is not used to losing, and ever since she took that first loss to Cassius, and then another one to Joseph Val, and a third one to Estrella, she has been absolutely enraged, and she's taking it out all on Estrella here tonight. Look at guillotine leg drop straight across the throat. Kari was in her sister's corner once. Many months ago, Estrella was facing Vandal Wayne, but she was afraid of Mordecai Elenium, RIP, coming out and renewing the attack. Kari stood in her sister's corner and made sure she was safe and made sure she got the win. But after that, oh wait, Martian Spirit driving Estrella with that poison Rana straight to the mat. This could be it if Kari can get into the pinfall quickly. I lied, there's no pinfall. She needs to set up a submission, ignore me. But after helping Estrella that one night, Kari told her, never again. We are not a team. I will never help you ever again. Oh, but Estrella now trying to prove that she deserves to... Never mind. Kari, the disrespectful slap across the face, and then a big Bubba Bomb. Oh my god. Not something we've ever seen before. Kari locking in a double shoulder joint lock, it looked like, and Estrella needing to use her superior athleticism to roll out of it. Now, folks, Estrella is also at a severe disadvantage in this match. Kari is the submission specialist. Estrella likes to fly high, but Kari has so many submissions in her back pocket. The Dragon Slayer, that huge Boston Crab that she likes to use. We've seen her use the Code of Silence. So if Estrella wants to win here tonight, she's going to have to pull something out of her back pocket that we haven't seen before. Oh, and Kari taking a page out of her sister's playbook. The big springboard, she wanted something, and Estrella right back up to her feet and palm strike after palm strike. Vintage Estrella with a double springboard dropkick. I'm sorry, I'm channeling the spirit of my co-host who always says double leg dropkick, and I can't get it out of my head. Oh, Estrella, double underhook. Maybe thinking a pile driver of some sorts, but Kari able to battle out, taking down Estrella with a lariat. Oh wait, we've seen this cutter, followed by the Dragon Sleeper. She calls it the Dragon Slayer. Oh my god, Estrella taps immediately. Wow. What a quick finish. But once Kari locks it in deep, she could either put you to sleep or break your neck. There's very little you can do once you're in it. And Estrella, unfortunately, having to tap and perhaps even admit her sister was right. And Kari finally back in the winner's column, which has been eluding her recently. Time for your semi-main event, folks.
Your next match is scheduled for one fall. It is the finals of the Yggdrasil Grand Prix. Introducing first, standing at 5'5", weighing in at 185 pounds, from the edge of reality, the immortal savage, Vandal.
Here he is, folks, the winner of the Shield bracket, just able to edge out Heracles by one singular point. And ironically, Vandal owes his spot here tonight partly in thanks to Ak, who, in the biggest upset we've ever seen, was able to beat Heracles, allowing Vandal to secure the win by one single point. Vandal has been on a path of redemption ever since week 6, our very, very first pay-per-view, where he lost the finals of that tournament to Kari for Baldr's Light. He's been on a path of self-discovery. He has been on a path of redemption. And he's trying to turn it around. And if he wins here tonight, he absolutely will have.
And his opponent, standing at 6'3", weighing 235 pounds, from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, El Jefe, Joseph Val.
Now, this man is absolutely everything that Vandal isn't. He is arrogant. He is selfish. He is greedy. He is manipulative. He is stunningly handsome. He went on a tear for the sword bracket, up 3-0, was going for the potential clean sweep before losing in his last match to Philip Cruz. But fortunately for Val, like we mentioned earlier, Estrella played spoiler and secured Val his victory, sending him to the finals here tonight. And folks, the winner of this is destined for PWR greatness. The winner will receive the Fruits of Yggdrasil, a briefcase that can be cashed in for any sacred artifact at any time. You could challenge the champion for the next pay-per-view. You could wait until they just had a grueling match and come in and swoop and just pick up the bones and the title. You can do anything you want, and it almost guarantees a sacred artifact holder, and that's why Vandal, straight out of the gate, discus forearm, driving it to Val. If I was Vandal, I would put Val away as soon as possible. Val is perhaps one of the smartest wrestlers that we have in PWR, and like we've seen over the last 5 weeks, if you make one mistake, El Jefe will capitalize on it. That is guaranteed. Vandal has to play a perfect game tonight if he wants to complete his story and win the tournament. All Val has to do is be Val. But Vandal looks like he's know that. He's coming out strong. He's taking it to Val, that big pump knee. Oh, going for the pin early. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Get the win ASAP. Don't play around. Don't give him an opening. Just go 100 miles an hour until you can't anymore. And that Arabian moonsault is what I'm talking about. Come on, Vandal. Only a 1 count. But you can't let up. You can't stop. Oh, Val that time on a diving double forearm, it looked like, but now in firm control with the head scissors, one at the elbow, but Vandal smartly getting out of it. Vandal is no slouch in the... Ooh! in the technical aspect either, but wait. What was that? Why'd the power... Oh my god. This man needs to be banned from the arena. Folks, this man is the reason that Val beat Estrell and Kari. And there it is, flash photography, 5-second pose for Vandal, and he is blinded. Val taking advantage. That's it. That's it. Not this way. Not this way. Oh my god, Vandal kicked it 1. Oh, 1 count. I can't believe it. The fans can't believe it. Joseph Val can't believe it. Now Val just staring at Vandal with disdain for a spinning uppercut. Val is dangerous on offense. A silencio, a shot of tequila, and the match is over. Very few men or women have survived either of those techniques. Oh, Val using the ropes as a spring and just drives Vandal back first, trying to be the bane of his existence. And Vandal this time, 2 count. He's straight on the logo. A giant mid-rope splash. Just absolutely going to town on Vandal's back specifically. Oh, Vandal just a little bit short. Val taking advantage, spinning back fist. That's what I'm talking about. You give him an opening, this man will kill you. Big throw. But Vandal surprisingly back up to his feet almost immediately. Backbreaker, neck breaker combo. Combo breaker. But Vandal smartly with the exit strategy. Oh, but Val not here for the showmanship, not here. Oh, Vandal battling back though. Oh my god, a giant suplex on the wooden floor, and Val hit his legs on the apron on his way down, but the spinning elbow. I thought Vandal could have been out cold, but he's up. The spotlights are on him. Literally. But taking too much time, and Val is able to roll out of the way and come back with a stiff combination. He has an underhook and suplexes him onto the ramp, onto the barricade. God, that's gotta hurt. And Val getting right up in the ref's face. And a giant belly to back. Taking it all out on Vandal's lumbar. I'm gonna maybe weaken him for that silencio, but that diving elbow drop straight to the heart, that could be it. No. Vandal able to kick it 2.5, and Val is pissed. Val is absolutely pissed. He wants his kill shot. Oh, winning for silencio. Vandal saw it coming. Vandal battling back. There's that. Wow. A suplex bomb. Vandal not pulling that out very often, but able to put Val down. But another late 2 count. The competitors exchanging 2s. And Val retreating in the corner, which we don't see him do a lot. Big overhead release. Toss. Another cover. Val's eyes are not open. He's staring at the lights, but instinct alone allows him to kick. Oh. Spine buster. 2 count after 2 count after 2 count. Vandal is thriving, but Val is still alive. Oh, we've seen this before. It's the bear hug. Vandal's gotten submissions this way. Val's freaking out. Is he going to tap? Oh, Val's bottom foot able to just poke the ropes, allowing the rope break to happen. Val needed that break. Wanted the springboard for him again, but this time Val had it scouted. Val's looking for the silencio again. But again, Vandal thought coming, the pump kick, Vandal into the cover. Vandal covers. Could this be it? Vandal is your Grand Prix winner. I'll tell you what, folks. Vandal earned this. Vandal deserves this. And finally, after 3 long pay-per-view cycles, 18 weeks, his story is finally a fairy tale.
Your next match is a steel cage 2 out of 3 falls match for the Eye of the Allfather. Introducing first the champion from the Dairyland, the bovine brawler, Tug Moocow.
Here we are, folks. Your main event of the evening. Tug Moocow looks to defend his Eye of the Allfather sacred artifact for the very first time, and what a first time challenge it is. The Fates, all 3 of them, have been plaguing Tug since the day he won that championship. Sneak attack after sneak attack, beat down after beat down, all 3 of them have made it their life's mission to make Tug Moocow's existence as miserable as possible. But finally, 2 weeks ago, Tug's fortune changed. He was able to beat Nona clean in the middle of the ring, and thus able to choose the stipulation for the night, and what a stipulation he chose. A steel cage to prevent the other Fates from interfering, and 2 out of 3 falls to prove that he is your fighting champion.
And the challenger, rising from the depths of Hades, the 3rd member of the Fates, the inevitable one, Atropos.
But first, he has to go through this woman who, don't tell Kari I said this, might be the most intimidating and dangerous woman in pro wrestling Ragnarok. She, so far, is undefeated in competition. He is, pound for pound, one of the strongest competitors that we have here, male or female. And just look at her, folks. Just look at her. Tug has beaten evil before, but tonight he has to rise to a brand new challenge. And Atropos wants to seal her own fate, and together with her new champion sisters, take over PWR. And there's the bell, folks. The last match of the evening. 2 falls to a finish. Tug immediately taking control. Good electric chair drop. Putting Atropos down. But Atropos battling right back with the strength of all eternity behind her punches. Oh, and a giant spinning falcon arrow. She wants Tug up. She wants to inflict punishment. Tug wisely battling back. She gets your hands on you. You will be put down in a springboard. Poison. Rah! Now this is smart of Tug. Go after the arms. Take out her power base. And take a bow for the crowd. Why not? Irish whip into the ropes. Oh, Atropos blocking it. Wanted a suplex, but Tug blocking it of his own. A very technical match so far inside the cage. Atropos rolling out of the kick, and now they're just staring each other down. Tug with the go behind. Tug, belly to back penalty kick. What a move. What a maneuver. Now we call Blake the unpredictable one, but Tug Moocow is definitely unorthodox, like we just saw with that arm drag. Just taking it to her in the corner, but Atropos battling out after a few strikes. The go behind, and this is not what you want. Oh my God, just turning Tug inside out. Tug counters the Irish whip with one of his own. Oh, but my God, he went for the leapfrog, and Atropos just snatched him out of the air. And folks, to remind you, there is no escaping the cage to win this match. You must pin or submit your opponent twice, and a powerbomb like that will do it. But Atropos, perhaps unwisely, not going for the pinfall, and instead trying to stomp Tug through the canvas. And just taking a bite out of the champion now, nose to teeth in a big, Jesus, flapjack? I don't know, but that was impressive. Now just taking her time in the corner, calling Tug up. She went for a giant kick, but Tug saw it coming. Tug's battling out of it. As Atropos staggered against the ropes, Atropos counters. Tug floats out. Wheelbarrow. Head scissors. Kip up. Tug's up with a drop kick. What athleticism by our champion. And the corkscrew standing moonsault. No ref inside the ring, but I believe that was a kick out, folks. Jawbreaker by the challenger, back in control, taking Tug up for another power bomb. Just dumping Tug on the back of his head, and Atropos wants one too. Late kick out by Tug there, 2.5. Atropos in disbelief, but honestly, guys, I think she's happy she can dish out more punishment. Oh, but Tug, cartwheel, head scissor, heel kick. I don't even know how you prepare for Mr. Moocow, but Atropos just immediately back on offense. Tug wisely countering, punched the jaw, and she hit every single cable on the way down. Now we're back to a battle of fisticuffs. Not sure if it's smart by the champion, because Atropos definitely has the strength advantage, if not, you know, the size. And this is what I mean. She wants more. She is a masochist, and now she's battling back with Tug, knocking him straight to the ground with a single punch. Tug able to counter out and reverse. Go behind. Atropos battles out. Tug battles out. Side kicks. Oh, we've seen this. SOS. Tug, save our souls. Oddly enough, not going for a pin, taking a chance to bow to the crowd, but charging into the corner. Atropos tried to stop it in a dragon leg screw. Got it. Felt that from here. Atropos kick out at 1. No falls yet, folks, but we don't have a time limit like we did earlier. Tug running the ropes into a front drop kick. The challenger is reeling. We have never seen Atropos. Wait, Tug, you can't escape. Oh, he turns around. Sleipnir splash from the top. And Tug secures the first fall. Good spinning heel kick, send Atropos back down. What a splash that was. Oh, but she is right back at it. She cannot be denied for long. Now she wants something. She's in the corner. What kind of devious machinations are in her mind? Just straight punting him in the mouth. Oh, but Tug kicks out at one. That's the heart of a champion, folks. But I think Atropos wants it for a second time. Reconsiders. And again, just biting Tug. Just taking a bite out of crime. I'm kidding. Tug doesn't do crime. And a huge Meteora into the corner. This could be our first... Oh, wait. Nope. She doesn't want the fall. Not sure what she wanted, but Tug did not want to find out. Overhead strike sends... Oh, Atropos counters. Kick to the gut. Oh, we've seen this. We've seen this. Oh, that big pile driver. Oh my god, Tug kicked out. Atropos is fuming. She's just immediately back on Tug. She cannot believe he kicked out, but Tug able to reverse it. Tug back in control. Oh, wait. We know this. He's hit one. He's hit two. Will we see a third? The three Amugos! Oh, he's going back up top. He wants it. Slipner splash. Tug wins. Tug defies his fate. Tug seals his legacy. And still, eye of the Allfather's chosen, Tug Moocow. Well, folks, we've seen two champions retain. We've seen two new champions crowned tonight. But this is only the beginning. Vandal Wayne carries the fruits of Yggdrasil. The Fates, though unsuccessful in the main event, hold the Blades of the Aesir, a new Surtr's Flame champion. Folks, anything can happen. This is just the beginning. And if you want to see what's to come, then check us out next week. I'm out of time for tonight. I'm Adam Krath. This is Pro Wrestling Ragnarok, and we'll see you next time.